Welcome back to the channel tonight, guys. We are in the garage. We appreciate you stopping by the show here. It's not, I don't know when you're watching it. It could be evening, could be morning, but it's nighttime for us.
Yeah.
And if you have been following along, we're in the same clothes as we were for the last podcast because we are filming them back to back. Now, last time we talked about all of the projects that we have going on, and I don't know how many cars in total it was. We didn't total it, but I think we got like 10, 12.
Ooh, I was going to go 18.
18, it might be. I don't know. We got a fair amount. We ran through all of them. We wanted to get your guys' input. If you haven't watched that episode, please do, because we will probably do some of the things that you guys suggest for the different project cars around. Yeah. So, but tonight we're going at a little bit different speed. We haven't done this since, I believe, like the first episode of this show. And that is, we're going to go answer some questions from the YouTube comments, interact with you guys a little bit directly. I do try to, and Lance does too, respond to as many YouTube comments as we possibly can. Now, things got a little out of hand. I posted an old clip from TikTok that I don't know by the time this comes out may have 1 million views. I think it's I don't know. It's well into the hundreds and hundreds of thousands.
It's over 500,000. I don't know.
At this point, I don't know the exact numbers. But it's getting, anyways. And it
we're getting recognized.
Yeah, it was 5 million 2-3 years ago when I originally posted on TikTok. Yeah, it was my biggest one. That's why I didn't post it on YouTube Shorts, so I did that, and it blew up again. So I guess it was funny. A lot of people say it was stupid, too. It's just of us tightening down a truck on a trailer, and it was a little skit. It was never meant to be serious. Some people didn't get that humor. But any of the questions, we like to interact with you guys as much as we can. This is a little more direct than me, answering them in the comments. I may still do that, but
604,000 views.
604,000
right now.
All right.
Yeah.
So it may be at 1 million by tomorrow. Who knows? But it did blow up for a tiny little, stupid sort of short. But so I'm going to probably post some more old stuff that I thought was funny on TikTok, because why not? Because, YouTube Shorts came in later. So I didn't, there's a lot of stuff that didn't get posted.
I don't
over
use
here.
TikTok.
So yeah, Tickety Talk. I liked it better when it was just people doing the dancing.
Yeah. I have a few of those. I had to delete that account.
I liked it better when China was spying,
Yeah.
Anyways.
Used to watch it on my Hawaii phone or whatever.
Hawaii. Yeah. All right. Let's stop this and get into the comments.
Okay.
Lance likes no structure in an episode at all. He likes it to ramble and just...
Funny, man. I just like to...
do your best joke right now. What is the best joke you got offhand right now?
Offhand, probably we could solve the homeless crisis in America if we just renamed it urban camping. So,
all right, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh man, Kill Tony is his favorite podcast show,
but
kind of is.
Sort of.
It's the one you bring up the most. So okay, I would like to bring this one up just because this one just got posted and it's very kind. We get a lot of kind ones, but this one's particularly kind. It's about on the Honda Odyssey review, and this guy here posted and said, this guy, me, is 100% telling the truth. They had all the same things. This guy's the best and most honest review on this van ever.
Wow.
So, what up, everyone else who's reviewed a Honda Odyssey? Just delete those videos. It's my time to shine.
Maybe keep the video out and just in the first 5 seconds redirect them to our
video. Put a little right up here at the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess we did good on that one.
Yeah.
He said he had all the same problems. I'll let you pick out the next one. We're just going to scroll down through here and pick out whatever we want. You find one that's fun. You should have been doing that while I was answering the first question. This is the amateur hour out here.
All right.
A lot of them are going to be on the ratchet strap video.
This one here is pretty good. It's on a buy or bust on a 8th gen Honda Civic. And it says, these older cars is where it's at. I'm about to test drive a 2011 Honda Civic LE with 149,000 miles tomorrow. The way y'all in Google talking, it's already sold to me. I've never owned a Honda. Should have
been. He should have owned a Honda.
Should have.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
I read that as Thai guys. I'm like, what? what are Thai guys? Okay. All right.
Those are people who come from Thailand.
Yeah.
Men and from Thailand.
Got it.
There's a joke there, and I can't go completely there.
Yeah.
So
I got you. Well, they don't go completely there either.
Also, Honda 4-cylinder, you can't go wrong with a Honda 4-cylinder.
They're
so
good.
That's good advice. All right. This is on the Power Stroke. I got a 5.9 Cummins and a 6.0 Power Stroke. Both trucks are amazing. Cummins gets unbelievable mile per gallon. Now that is interesting. I would assume it's tuned. I mean, all diesel trucks do pretty decent on fuel. It is a tough time out there at the pump right now, though. I don't think you're coming out ahead of a gas truck, unfortunately.
No, man. And I don't know how, like, that's just a side rant, but I don't understand how diesel gets targeted so hard on the fuel spikes. Like, it is a less refined fuel and should be almost like from what I understand, like almost like a byproduct of production of gasoline. Like, you should kind of get the diesel for free while refining the crude. So I don't understand how it's not cheaper. So anyway.
I fell asleep in science class.
Yeah, well, I did.
They probably didn't want us to know. Actually, probably our old teacher probably did know, and when you start talking about stuff like that.
Yeah, I knew a guy.
Got a car that ran on water.
Yeah, he's gone. This one here's on the Escalade review, the like 2008 Escalade. It says I have an 08 EXT. By the way, you're awesome. The EXT is awesome. That's like the Avalanche style, and man, they're cool. They're really cool. Found one with 120,000 miles on it for $10K. They did have to replace the evap and all the shocks and struts, which is actually what the video called out for. Like it said.
I would assume they had air ride.
But it says pretty clean, rides great. Can do truck stuff with it. Oh, they did a leveling kit in 33s. Nice. So that's cool. Nice. That actually kind of inspires me, maybe to lift an Escalade or something.
I know. Yeah, well, we might talk about that in an upcoming upload.
All right.
So let's see here. That one's a little long.
Okay.
This is on the ratchet strap video. Okay. So the ratchet strap bent down the rear of the truck frame is what we said. The truck was just hitting the rear and Lance strapped it down. Now, there is some argument to be made that Lance doesn't really love rules. I don't love rules either, or whatever.
Yeah. Did I do it wrong?
Well, generally, you try to strap a vehicle down below the suspension.
I usually strap to the wheels.
The wheels would be fine. Yeah, exactly. You genuinely strap to the frame in this upload.
Yeah, but
okay,
like
which means it's riding on the suspension. Like you're strapped to the suspension rather than the stationary parts of the vehicle. And I don't know if that's exactly what they're saying here. What they're saying here is I think they think that that's where they would strap when they were new, which is probably not true either. They would strap to the wheels.
Yeah.
But there was some people who mentioned that you shouldn't strap up there.
Did you ever see the old car trains that Ford used?
I think it was Chevy with
Chevy?
Where they
stack them up on end.
Yeah, stack them up. It was Chevy for sure.
All right.
Yeah, I think they brought them in from Mexico that way. So
what are you trying to click?
I was expanding this question.
Oh, okay.
So you can see it.
Right.
Let's see. I'll let you figure out the next one. Oh, that's a good one right there.
All right. This one here is what is it? Just got a swap.
Oh, this is a repost too. So I posted the TikTok of like the most ridiculous football ref call in the world. I mean, the call on the field goes on for 15 minutes. Like the guy's like, holding, but this touchdown, forward progress. I mean, it just goes back and forth. And I posted it's like Ford guys explaining how to make a 6.0 Power Stroke reliable.
Yeah, 6.0 Power Stroke's not reliable, and the guys that say they have a bunch of excuses for why they're not.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is I have a Chevy that just blew a trans at 168,000. Guess what I'm driving now? An F350 6.0 200,000 work truck runs 30 times better, Y'all bums don't know what y'all talking about.
No A on that? No, it's got an A. He said about.
Sorry about that.
Still, the y'all bums is real, and I think DK is either don't know or Donkey Kong.
Yeah, y'all bums, Donkey Kong, what y'all talking about?
I think both, it makes about as much sense as the original comment.
Yeah, well, anyway, so this guy found a 6.0 that has 200,000 miles that was maybe okay. And he had a Chevy that had 168,000 that was maybe not okay. And now he has figured out that must be what all the trucks are.
Yeah, none of them had head gasket issues or bad turbos or, yeah.
Anyway, I'll let the comment speak for itself.
That's actually, this is interesting. I don't know how to use this computer.
You just went backwards.
I don't know how I did it. This is actually interesting from our Tesla Tesla maintenance video. We did actually 2 uploads on this. We did a battery health test on it, and ours came out at 80. And they said, our car has 100,000 miles on it. And they said 80% at 100,000 miles is as we expected. This guy's at 84% at 36,000, but it does level out. I actually read a couple people, which I didn't know. They said that most of the battery degradation is done in the first, 30,000 miles or 40,000 miles, whatever. And then it kind of levels off. I don't know the reason for that. And then they also said, because we were talking about how ugly the car, they said, yeah, these cars are ugly, and I don't understand why people think the original Model Y and Model 3 were good looking.
Yeah, the only thing I would say about that is I actually think the Model 3 is okay looking if it would have had a grille. I know why it doesn't have a grille. I know it's an aerodynamics thing, but actually kind of the lines and the curvature of it are actually kind of sharp.
The issue is the hump in the hood that they all kind of have, I think. Yeah. I mean, that for me, like the Model Y has it, it's exaggerated because it's a bigger car. But the Model 3 like headlights and stuff are actually pretty. Like if you can get an angle where you're like, that's a good looking car. The Model S is probably the best. Truly just looking of the cars. I don't think it's the best Tesla, but anyways, go ahead and find another one.
I mean, I got more stuff on this frame thing. There's a mechanic here that says leaf springs would have bottomed out before any frame would bend unless the frame was extremely compromised, which
you are good at figuring out mechanical things, bad at figuring out jokes. That's a good one, actually. You should do that.
LMAO?
Yeah.
Yeah. So somebody said LMAO, which I forget what that is, but anyway.
Laugh my butt off. We're a family show.
Yeah, I knew what it was. Anyway.
You said it so convincingly.
That's acting. Okay. So LMAO, you can see the extension cord plugged in color from the other side of the car. That's correct.
You didn't explain what it was from.
Oh, there's a video of us hooking up to DeWalt cordless batteries that are on their charging docks. Like they don't work both directions. Like they only provide from a 110 outlet back to the battery. They provide a charge. Like if you plug the battery in here and plug this into a 110 outlet, it doesn't give the house 110 power. So like it's not an inverter. It would never have worked, and yes, it's a joke.
Yeah. We put it in the back of the Tesla. You didn't really explain that part, I don't think.
Oh, man.
We put it in the back of the Tesla and said it was a range extender.
Yeah.
It was so obviously a joke. I mean,
there were certain cords that were unplugged. I mean, we laid a 10 amp, or not 10 amp, 10 gauge wire, just bare metal.
It was fun for us.
Didn't even try hard to fool anybody. Yeah, somebody has a TJ Jeep. It says I just picked up an 04 TJ with a 4.0, has 223,000 miles, but it's super clean with no rust at all, which actually is incredible.
It's the biggest thing to worry about.
Yeah, like the frames literally just bend in half, fall apart. Manual transmission, and it rides very quiet like a new Jeep. I guess the quiet's subjective, but I will say, good for you. Like that. That's a cool car, but it is definitely not like refined.
They'll run forever too.
That's funny.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm struggling between two here. So on the ratchet strap video, a guy says, and another thing. So he must have left another comment that is not directly below this one. Another thing, that dummy was so concerned about the way it was loaded. How come he wasn't out there to begin with before the guy put the straps on it like that? Duh. Okay.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Your name is Mark Kapanka, 4231. It's a joke, bud.
It's just a joke.
Yeah, it's we don't have to take it that serious. You don't need to be calling people names either. Did I call you a name? Did I call him a name? I can't remember, but I thought a few.
The nice part is he didn't call me a name.
No, it's about me. So I'm so offended.
You're the dumbass.
Yeah, because I wasn't out there to help you.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's funny.
But yeah. Thank you for stopping by. I would love it if you subscribed, watched all the videos.
Can we sell stickers that say it's a joke?
Yeah, I mean, come on, guys.
Come on, it's a joke.
Yeah.
Anyway. No, the one I liked was for me. It was on that same frame video.
Oh.
But like if anybody's ever done body work or seen it done, there's a thing called a frame rack where you hook up the frame and actually can straighten it and bend it and things like that. And it's a hydraulic like machine. And said, "Dude's a frame rack." Cool. So that's me.
Yeah. Built like a again on the Escalade here, guy bought a 2013, 152,000 miles. Front driver's wheel bearing just went out. Luckily, got a warranty. Best vehicle I have ever had. Now, all right.
What's that matter?
I appreciate you commenting. Congrats on the vehicle. That's awesome. I actually want to make. This might be a separate video too someday when you go through all of our buyer busts. I don't know how to do it because I can't really delete the video and reshoot. I mean, I guess I could, but the Cadillac Escalade that I did should have been a buy. I made a mistake on that. I did pin it in the comments there, but I don't know what it was a weird day for me.
Let me just tell you this about that. When we do high mileage reviews, there's supposed to be the majority of it is supposed to be that the vehicle that we actually test drive, whether it confirms or kind of falls. What is it? Confirms or
denies? Confirms.
Maybe denies. I don't know. Anyway, we do it to see if the vehicle we're test driving.
It's a visual. It's a visual tool more than it is.
Yeah, like the car that we're driving. If everybody says out there that like the Honda Civic's the best driving car ever or something like that, and we drive one that doesn't drive that nice, we sort of do assume that it might be that particular car that we're driving, and maybe kind of, I don't want to say overlook it, but we might mention it and then say, but supposedly they're very good driving cars. So the car that we're using in the test is not necessarily the one that we're reviewing. We're trying to give you a broad idea of common problems with that vehicle in general, with a picture and a video of the car in the background. So hopefully that makes some sense.
Yeah.
But the part I laughed at on here, and I think this is kind of innocent, but the thing said, the wheel bearing just went out and luckily I got a warranty. Just so you know, and that's for this person or anybody else, a warranty's maybe okay. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. But a wheel bearing is like $95 part-wise, and the labor is under 2 hours. So it's like a $250 job to have that replaced. So it's not like the warranty probably didn't pay for itself. But if you already have the warranty,
definitely use
go get it. Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah. I'll tell you what I am getting here, and I'm not going to read any specific ones, but it's one that I was concerned about being a buy a little bit. And then I made it a buy, and I'm glad that I did because it has been confirmed many times. The Chevy Impala, the newer one, the 2015, I believe it was, we reviewed. I called it a buy because I was like, that car is sweet. We did a lot of research, couldn't really find a whole lot of common problems with them. A few little things like any car. And so we made it a buy, but I just wasn't sure. I didn't know. And everyone who leaves a comment is like, no, we got this car, runs great, have 200,000 miles on it. Yeah. So no one yet, to my knowledge, I'd have to go back through and look for sure, but I don't know that there's any comment in there saying that absolutely this thing's a piece of junk and I had tons of problems. And I do get that on some cars. So
okay, this is an interesting take. Wow. Okay. After you just saying that the Escalade is a buy, probably, even though you kind of made it a narrow bust. And that's true. You said narrow. Like you.
Yeah, I gave it. Yeah,
It was close.
I did.
But somebody just did a simple comment: Navigator greater than Escalade. No.
No. Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, you're entitled
Yeah.
to think it.
Yeah.
I'm not
It was such a crazy comment that another person commented with vomit. So
and that's an appropriate
yeah.
kind of a thing. I don't even hate the Navigator, but
No, I would drive a Navigator probably, but
especially in those years, because you're
But,
talking, I believe the 5.4 Navigator,
yeah.
and you're talking 5.4 Navigator versus a 6.2 Escalade. It's a wild take. It's a bold stance.
Okay, so 2010 to 2017 Equinox and Terrain. We did a review on a Terrain, I think a 2010, with the 2.4 liter are absolutely trash. I'll tell you what, those things might be. We haven't reviewed one yet, but we're probably going to review one soon. And if I've seen them with broken timing chains at like 40,000 miles, 60,000 miles, 100,000 miles. Like they just hate timing chains.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Our mom.
Yeah.
We have firsthand experience with it. She had a beautiful Equinox 20, might have been a 17. I don't know. 16, 17. Beautiful car. Perfect car. Ran great right up until the day she went out to start it. And the timing chain broke.
Yeah.
And it was less than 100,000 for sure.
Of all the crazy things, though, like I actually, if I saw a good deal on it, I'd still drive it. But just with the understanding that I have a AAA card and someday I might have to put an engine in it or take it to the scrapyard.
Yeah. So we'll hold out for the final decision on buy or bust.
Yeah.
Tough to tell.
The Terrain that we did this on was actually a V6.
3 liter.
And it was still a bust. But
because of timing chain issues, largely on the. And, I mean, those rust out too. There's a lot of different issues there.
Yeah.
But
okay.
This is something interesting. I actually want to go. So this is on the Tundra review. I don't know this number offhand, and I wanted to look it up. I saw this comment a little while ago. Tundra, everybody loves. This was a 2021, and it was an awesome truck.
You verified this yet?
I have not. That's what I'm saying. I didn't
looking
look
up
up.
right now.
It says the thing holding these trucks back is that they have an embarrassingly low payload capacity. The point of having a big, powerful V8 with a 4.3 rear axle. There's a run-on sentence here. Oh, it said, I'd be surprised if the payload on this particular Tundra is more than 1,300 pounds. Pathetic. That does seem low if it's 1,300 pounds.
Here's the verification.
Google AI?
It looks like it, but it seems to check out. I'm going to go with it. It says here that the maximum capacity payload is 1,730 pounds, but it says if you get like the Crew Max with the 1794 edition, which is like the bigger loaded up version, because of the options and added features, they add so much weight to it that it only is less than 1,400 pounds. So his 1,300 pound number is probably somewhat accurate for at least an edition of it. And that kind of does break my heart because I can tell you that I have gone to Lowe's many a time and bought like a pallet of drywall or a pallet of Quikrete or something like that where like they've come and forklifted it into the bed. And I've done that with 1500s and they do squat, like they don't like it.
Yeah.
But this thing here sounds like it would almost like break in half based on what they're saying. So I don't know. Let me just see the 2021.
I see one on a ratchet strap video again that says AIBS again. Is it ever going to stop? I think it's ridiculous that you thought that we would need AI for that particular thing. He didn't actively bend the thing on the clip. It was already done. We just walked out. It's just two people standing. That is.
I just checked just for fun. I just had a 1500 truck in 2021.
Yeah.
And the Ram 1500 is 2,300 pounds in the tradesman.
Wow. Okay.
So a good 1,000 pounds over that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The TRX is very low though.
What is the TRX?
It was like 1,400.
14. Okay. So,
yeah.
Well, I mean, they got really soft suspension there. Yeah. So let's do another two, I think, and then we'll wrap it up. Yeah, you can pick them out. See if there's some real juicy stuff in here.
I just got my this is on a Dodge Dakota review, the one with the 3.7 liter. What did I say that engine was on that?
Yeah, you messed it up.
Okay.
I don't remember. Yeah.
I did some research on it and I had the wrong engine.
Lance is in charge largely of the facts when we're doing the reviews. He's in charge of finding the cars, cleaning the cars, and the facts. And then I review them and add a few things here or there when we're actually like shooting the video. But we messed it up on that one.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No. The engine is correct. It's a 3.7 liter. It's the year. It's the year that was wrong.
Yeah.
We reviewed a 2002 Ram 1500, and I think this was a 2001 or 2003. It was 1 year off.
All right, just got my grandpa's 04 Dakota with 270,000 miles. The suspension is almost non-existent, and the headliner is about 3 inches from touching my head. But everything else seems pretty good. Should be fun going through it and restoring it. Yeah.
I have a question on the headliner thing.
Yeah.
They have a super low ceiling, like roof line in those anyways when you're sitting in there. I don't understand. I mean, 3 inches, it should be on your head. There's only 3 inches when the headliner's stuck to the top.
Maybe 3 inches down over his head.
Maybe, yeah. Like you can't even see it's a sun visor.
What's that Kia one?
Yeah. I'm trying to find a question.
Wow.
Okay, all right.
What'd you say in that video?
All right, so this is on our Ford Explorer review.
Oh, just the
thumbnail. My thumbnail says better than a Toyota ? I really do try to not clickbait much at all. Okay, so if I do put in something, I don't put in that it is better than a Toyota, but I put a question mark in it. So it's like we're gonna explore: is this better than a Toyota? And they said better than a Toyota. You should be a comedian. I own a Ford Explorer, nothing but problems, and I own a Toyota Tundra.
I don't like the way they worded this.
I own a Toyota Tundra that is 10 years older with almost half a million. Half, and then numerically written out million miles and 0 problems.
I don't know. I'm just saying, writing that comment, I would have said with almost 500,000 miles.
Yeah. So. Yeah, it's even just doing, it doesn't matter. All right.
If you would have spelled out half a million.
Yeah, like half million. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's the letters and numbers that make it confusing. Here's the deal. The Toyota is more reliable. That's the facts. The Explorer, I did make a buy, I believe, and that would be another one. But I think I said it there too. It's really, really questionable. I think it was because you get a ton of car for the money on that. Because they are fairly inexpensive, and when they're running, drive really nice. Actually, there's a lot of things I like about them, but the water pump being internal and the frequency of how often those go bad is not good. So,
on Monday, I dropped off some paperwork with my mechanic friend, and then I saw him today, and he was starting on a 3.5 liter water pump yesterday. And he was putting the finishing touches on it tonight.
It's not an easy job.
It was like a day and a half project for him.
Yep.
So, yeah.
All right. You want to do one more? Or you?
No, I think that's fine. But I would say on the whole question of like better than a Toyota, go find that Ford Explorer video and find out. Watch it. Get the views up.
Yeah, please. No. All right. Hopefully we answered some of your questions or at least got a little bit of banter going on for you. Appreciate you following along. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.